we're going to be starting our segment today with the top 100 players, number 60 through 51. So, here's our thumbnail, and let's get right into the top 100, number 60 to 51. And
oh, wait, hold on. Let's give him a clue. Let them try to guess.
Number 60, it's a defensive player. From the AFC North.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
That's pretty much it. And
Marcus Peters.
Nice.
Number 60 for the Baltimore Ravens. He is a playmaker on the defensive end. He had 5 interceptions.
Yes.
Yeah, 5.
Very good. He came up pretty clutch for them.
Yep.
Not in the playoffs, though.
Not in the playoffs.
No.
Never in the playoffs for the Ravens. But I think it was a great trade for them. He is a gambler. He's going to gamble. He's going to he's going to try to get that pick. Sometimes he might guess wrong. But I think you see how many picks he gets, and he's just insane.
He's a playmaker.
Yeah, playmaker on the defensive end. So I think he's instant impact. You could debate between him and Marlon Humphrey. I will say maybe Marlon Humphrey might get more attention from D-backs, but Marcus Peters is going to be making more plays. Number 59. It's a player I've talked about recently on one of my podcasts. It's an offensive player from the NFC North.
Aaron Jones.
Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook. He's a very good. He's again playmaker.
But he's wanting a new contract.
Will he get that contract?
I'm hopeful, but I don't want to pay him too much. I don't think he deserves like McCaffrey money. Maybe somewhere in the.
Dak Prescott definitely deserves that $40 million. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I think it's more, I think if he can get somewhere in like the David Johnson, Le'Veon Bell, Todd Gurley type of range, I would pay him. But his injuries are just very substantial. He is hurt a lot of the time.
But, he had over 1,000 yards last season, over, 13 touchdowns.
Right, that's very good.
You're taking that injury risk for
running back.
Or running back. I mean, you're taking the injury risk for
Dalvin Cook
getting yards and touchdowns.
Right, definitely. And so that's not good to see all of the injuries he's already had at his age. But then, at 58, let's see what Carson thinks.
You can probably guess it.
Let's see what Carson thinks about this one. He's in the thumbnail. He's an offensive player from the NFC East. Carson Wentz.
He's really good.
I want to hear his take on this one.
I think he's good. Most people will be like, no, he's always injury prone, but
I have him at a top 10 quarterback. Do you think that's fair?
I think that's fair. But in personal opinion, not being biased, I think if I was not
an Eagles fan,
I would still think he's good because he barely throws any interceptions. Like 7 interceptions he's averaged for the past 3 seasons.
Right.
Again, past 2 or 2017, 2018 injuries. Kind of got him. But still, he's still a very good player. I mean, he throws the ball accurately, has a strong arm. So his wide receivers definitely let him down.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you actually.
It's great that they got rid of Nelson Aguilar because that man could not catch. I mean, did you see the Patriots game?
Yeah.
The Eagles-Patriots?
So I'm going to because as long as we're on the topic and he's an Eagles fan, I want to ask this. As an Eagles fan, do you think the drafting of Jalen Hurts is justifiable because of his injury risk of Carson Wentz?
I think it's kind of smart, but then also very bad because you show him
you're a little concerned.
Yeah, we're a little concerned, and that might shake his confidence a little bit, or that might make him a better player, and hopefully it makes him a better player.
Yeah.
So it might be a smart move there, but it's kind of bad because it's kind of like, we're trying to force you out for this new young quarterback, and they just paid him.
Right, exactly. Like a year ago maybe or something. Yeah, very true.
But he's still a good player.
Number 57, I didn't give him his own segment because I knew we'd be talking about him. It's a defensive player from the AFC West, Chris Jones. This week he has asked for a trade, I believe, or was maybe that he just won't sign as franchise player. He won't play. He just is not going to play under that franchise tag. So he wants to get paid.
I mean, he's pretty good.
He's pretty good. I personally would maybe say he's like the second best defensive tackle, maybe. Behind Aaron Donald, I'd say. Maybe around there. I mean, he had 9 sacks as a defensive tackle. That's pretty good. He's a great player.
Still a successful season.
Should get paid. I don't think he should be overpaid, sort of, but...
Should be top money, but...
Yeah, I don't think it should be close to $20 million. I don't think so, but maybe in the... You can get up there in the high teens, maybe. Worth it. Number 56, we're going to have an offensive player from
actually, he's really good.
He's really good, especially for fantasy.
Yeah.
The offensive player is from the NFC South, and that is Alvin Kamara.
Now, what I like about him is that he can not only rush the ball, but he also receives them.
Yeah, he's very good at catching the ball from the University of Tennessee.
I mean, maybe he can even throw the ball, you know.
You never know with that offense. He definitely had a down year last year. Yeah. It's very true. Did
he get injured?
I believe he did actually for a little bit, but he only had 797 yards, 5 touchdowns, and they have Latavius Murray there to sort of be that backup type of role. They have that prepared. So definitely he had a down year, but I think he's got to bounce back really well.
I think he's pretty good.
I agree.
I mean, definitely for fantasy, he is probably...
He's a top 5 pick right now, I'm pretty sure.
Probably one of the best. Maybe Saquon Barkley's probably the best running back.
Yeah, it's probably him and McCaffrey are up there. But I think that he's definitely a great fantasy option for all you out there. 55. Also interested to see your opinion about this one. It's an offensive player from the NFC East, and once you know it's from the Eagles as well. Jason Kelce, the best center in football.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not even debatable now that Travis Frederick retired. It's straight up not debatable. This is the best center in football.
Yeah, he is the best center because he's a good run blocker.
Yep.
He's a good pass blocker. He doesn't allow many sacks.
I think it's just I think it's almost like that. You can't think of stuff to say about a center, but he just gets it done consistently. Yeah. Nothing wrong with him. He's great at Super Bowl pep talks afterwards. Yes. So
no, that's Chris Long.
Yeah, but sorry, I was thinking. Well, when he put on the mask for the parade,
that was Lane Johnson.
Shoot, yeah.
Was that him?
I don't know. But
he was that. No, he in the Super Bowl speech, he had that like.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I just said it wrong. But best center in the league. Definitely someone people don't talk about, but he deserves recognition. Yeah. Number 54, we have an offensive player
from the AFC West.
Skill position, Keenan Allen.
He's a good wide receiver.
He's very good.
He racks up yards.
Yep, he should be up there.
He's a good deep threat.
Yep, close to 1,200 yards last year, 6 touchdowns. I'll be interested to see whether his progress goes up or down with Rivers leaving. I know that.
Oh, Justin Herbert came in there.
Right, Herbert I think likes to chuck it deep. I don't necessarily. Right, that might be good for him. I don't love Herbert's style of play. But
is it too risky?
It's too risky in my opinion. He makes you some games. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point if he plays, he will throw at least 6 picks in a game. Someday he might, but one day he might throw 6 touchdowns. He's just very inconsistent in my opinion.
I think if he can develop, if he can get more consistent. Correct. I mean, like Kyler Murray, he's really good because I guess not be too risky with the ball.
Right. For me, unfortunately, I think right now he more compares to a Mitchell Trubisky, a Blaine Gabbert, that type of player, those are not good. I think he's that prototypical size player.
I think he still could be like maybe
if he develops, he could be pretty good.
Yeah, like a Patrick Mahomes-esque.
Notice the esque, not quite, but somewhere.
He's because I think he's the best quarterback in the league.
Right.
No, sorry, Dakota Prescott actually is.
But I'm kidding. Yeah, but Keenan Allen is, I think, also underrated. So, at 53, we're gonna have a defensive player in the secondary
in the AFC East.
AFC East.
One of the weakest divisions. Actually, no, NFC East is the weakest.
Yeah. But
Devin McCourty. He's a good.
Yeah, he's played a lot of years.
He's a good DB.
Good DB.
Out of
5 picks last year. Correct. Probably the best Rutgers has ever been. But 5 picks last year.
It's makes plays.
That's pretty good as a safety. That's
gets
pretty
turnovers.
Decent. Gets turnovers, which is what you need. And I think he'll sort of be a captain for that defense, especially with all the mentors, Brady and Gronk and all those people leaving. Yeah. Totally. So I think that he's it's underrated. 52. This is a player that I'd think is almost the opposite.
I think he's probably one of the best.
He is. I do
DBs
think he's
in the league.
Yeah, but he's definitely gotten a lot of buzz, and I don't know if all of it's deserved, but I think once they made the trade, this next player who's a DB in the AFC North, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
I think he's good.
I do too. I think he just needed to get out of the situation in Miami.
In Miami, yeah.
And I think they weren't using him correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a ball hawk, in my opinion.
Yeah. Because, I mean, in Pittsburgh, I think for 2 or 3 straight games, he got an interception.
For sure, yeah. He had 5 in total last year, and I don't even know if he got one for the Dolphins, maybe 1 or 2. But, yeah, he was a playmaker, and honestly nearly got them to the playoffs. They were 1 game short. If it was the new format, they would have gotten in with 7 teams. So, definitely a playmaker.
I mean, if Big Ben didn't get injured.
Right, if Big Ben did. They did that, yeah. They did that without Roethlisberger, which is crazy. But, yeah, so I think he definitely revolutionized their defense. Him and T.J. Watt, those are pretty scary right there. So they're going to be really good.
That's a good defense.
And
definitely you could pick that up in the
for fantasy.
That's probably one of the best defenses.
Probably.
With TJ and Minkah.
Yeah, totally. And I think
do they still have Joe Hayden?
Yes they do. They do on the back end. And then so 51 is another player from the AFC North, but it's an offensive player on the offensive line. It's Ronnie Stanley. So
I don't know much about him.
You don't know much about him. I'm a Notre Dame fan, which this is not biased of Notre Dame. He was one of the top tackles last season on a great offense, which is the Ravens. And yeah, I think he's really developing. He was the top 10 pick, but he's getting it done. Yeah, a couple of years ago, I think 2018. No, yeah, it might have been 2017. I think actually maybe. But I think he's really developing quickly. Mm-hmm. And with the loss of Marshall Yanda, I think that he'll still make up for, I think he's really good on the offensive line.